Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I am coming back at you with another Wargaming and Miniature video. In this video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. And in today's What's in the Box, we're going to take a look at Wargames Atlantic Halfling Militia. This is part of their classic fantasy line. These are 28mm miniatures. We'll call that 28mm scale because they're halflings. They're not 28mm. Okay, and then there's 40 multi-part hard plastic figures. 40. That's a pretty good amount. You know, when this box is what, $35, something like that, you're getting a lot of miniatures for the cost. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about what you actually get. Okay. But we're also going to look at the box itself. It's a very clean box. Now, they talk about the Halfling Militia here, and they give you like a little history of these Halfling Militias. But I don't think that Wargames Atlantic has like a fantasy universe in writing. It's only got pieces and parts, like they've got skeletons and dwarves and stuff like that, and like their satyrs and stuff like that, but they don't actually have like a written lore. But like here it talks about the kingdom of men and how they fight with them and how they have farmers and millers, and then down here it talks about sometimes when they're in great peril, they join the armies of the High Queen herself. Who's the High Queen? What's that all about? Okay. Hard plastic bot set, 40 militia, bow, sling, halberd, or pike. And full command. Okay, I'm excited to see what that is all about. Let's go ahead and open this up, and let's take a look. Alright guys, so we're looking at some hard plastic. Alright, now what we normally do in these What's in the Box videos are we take a look at what's on the sprues on camera, and then what we'll do is we'll zoom in a little bit so we get to look at the detail of the sprues themselves. Now, I suspect that all these sprues, maybe not all. Yeah, I suspect all these sprues are going to be exactly the same, but let's find out. Let's see if that is the case. I'm seeing pikes and a halberd. There's another pike. So there's like 3 pikes. Nope, that's a halberd. Okay. 2 pikes and 2 halberds. Okay, but none of that. Let's take a look here. Exactly the same. Yes, sir. Same, and same. Okay, so it looks like you're going to get 8 sprues, right? 8 sprues of 5 guys, and that's where you get your 40 miniatures. Okay, the legs and the torso are all one piece. That's good. I didn't want to have to glue the legs on as well. But the arms are different because the majority of these arms, from what I can tell, all have a weapon in them. So you'll be gluing the arm and the weapon together as one piece onto the torsos. Some of these weapons are open-handed, where they don't have anything in their hands. And then, like this halberd, it looks like he's standing in a fighting position. And this spear looks like he's standing in a fighting position. And they have hands gripping the pike. So you would use these hands, or these forearms, to connect from the shoulder to the hand, it looks like an interim kind of thing. Okay. They don't mention it, but there is a guy with a sword. So if you want to give a guy a sword, you can. You got a couple of quivers with arrows. You got a really plumy helmet. You got a chicken. Looks like it goes on the top of a standard. And to make a standard, you would just break off one of these spears, it looks like, cut the top off and then glue this on there. You got a couple of, well, I only see one bow, but oh, okay, we got like a little buckler here. So you could give this sword guy, wherever that sword was at, that sword a buckler, maybe in one of these open hands, or maybe this closed hand. There's a sling, there's a horn. Okay, so you can make a standard bearer, you could make a musician, and you could make this commander, because he's got a sword and a buckler and a plumy helmet. You got a ton of different helmets. I like that. I like that helmet right there. But we got a lot of helmets that look Roman. You know, the conical tops, nose, cheek guards. Then you got the old British kettle helmets, right? There's like 5 of those. So you can make them all kettle helmets. You can make them all Roman helmets. And then, or you could make this with which is the pot, what do they call that type of helmet? A pot helmet? No, they call it it's a full helm, but I'm trying to remember what they actually call that. But we'll take a look at it. And then, of course, there's a guy with a feathered cap, like a Robin Hood. And then there's a guy with no helmet, just hair. Okay. All right, and that's pretty much everything. Okay, what is this? A frying pan. Okay. There's a frying pan. I guess you could have it hanging from a belt or put it in a hand somewhere. A couple of guys with arrows. Both of these look like they're loading. This bow looks like it's pulled back, like he's getting ready to fire, or maybe that's fired and he's getting ready to be loaded. That's what these are. But there's only one. Oh, wait, that's a sling over here too. So you got a couple of slings, one bow. So the most you could make would be 8 bowmen because of the 8 sprues. You can't make 40 bowmen. Oh, wait, no, I lied. There's another bow right here. Okay, there's a bow up here. Okay, so there's 2. So you can make 16 bowmen. All right. Oh, and the chainmail under the tabards. Oh, okay. They're all wearing chainmail. That's cool. And then you got chainmail coming out of the tabard sleeves. That's really cool. Okay. And the backside looks as good as the front. These are highly detailed. I don't see a whole lot of sprue lines, mold lines, or anything like that. These look clean. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a close-up look at this and see what you get. Oh, it'll help a lot. Okay, so we're going to take a look at these guys right here. Take a look at these halflings. They look really good. I mean, they got their bare feet, okay, fuzzy-topped feet, just like Tolkien halflings. You can see the chainmail under their tabards, little knives at their belts, belt pouches, swords at the hip there, belt pouches for sling bullets or what have you. Those are the 2 arms for the halberds or the pikes that are at the ready. You got guys leaning back, leaning forward, leaning to the side. That's one of the bows. Okay, and then you're looking at, these are the 2, the spear with the extra hand on it and the halberd with the extra hand on it. You see a guy there, looks like he might have been shooting a bow and he's already released the arrows. There's a guy carrying a pike. Nope, that's a halberd over his shoulder. There's one where he's got his pike just at the rest. There is the buckler that would go with this sword. You also have just open hands, horn, couple of slings, couple more open hands. There's a frying pan. We'll take a look at that from the other side here in a moment. You got your quivers, and here's the heads, right? There's only a few. You got the Robin Hood, the general, the kettle helm, the Roman helm. But if you look under here, you're going to see a bunch of Roman style helms. But then this is the helm. This is the helm that I was talking about. I want to call it a pod helm, but that's not right. It's called something else. And I should know that because I made one of those helmets. I should know. There's his hair. There's the chicken or the rooster for the top of the standard bearer. And a bunch of kettle helms. Another one of those Roman helms at the end. And then the second bow. And the two arms with the arrows in them for loading. Like they're not actually shot yet. Okay. And when you flip it, there's the frying pan. Okay. Backside. They look good. It's kind of the same. Got a lot of hair on the back of their helmets. Okay. All right, so you get 8 identical sprues, which is a total of 40 pieces. You get 2 bows, 2 spears, 2 halberds, and 1 swordman. Okay, if I just thought about this, I'd make 2 bows, 2 spears, 2 halberds. Okay, so you get more weapons than you have bodies. Okay, so I could make 2 spears, 2 halberds for sure out of each of these, or I could make 2 bowmen, just depending on how you wanted to build your armies or allocate your different units. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and checking out this What's in the Box, the classic fantasy Halfling Militia from Wargames Atlantic. If you're interested in more videos like this, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see more, if you want to be notified, be sure to click on the notification icon. All right, I'll see you in the next video.